Alright guys, on this video we're going to chop and chopper. We're going to weld the wastegate flapper shut, and we're also going to TIG weld that bolt so I can put it on the downpipe without having any issues taking it off and on in the future. Now, I already filmed this video a while ago, but I'm making this intro to tell you that my microphone took a big dump at Chopper Shop. So a lot of the footage doesn't have audio to it, sadly. I do have some audio that I filmed with my phone, and that's something I'm going to include there as well with the welding. I also want to let you guys know I do currently have a new mic setup. I'm just using a lavalier mic with the GoPro, and that's gonna have to get me by so far, because I'll show you the microphone I was using for a long time, and it's time to expire it because that thing has seen so much hell and it's just done. I'm having bad audio. You guys commented that the volume is low on some of the videos, so hopefully the future content seems a little better. And if you have any recommendations on microphones that actually can sound good from both front end vlog style and back end story style recording, just let me know. I'm looking at the D4 Duo, which you guys let me know. Thanks. So this is the shotgun microphone I have been using. It has actually a speaker or a mic up here and the back, and that's the beauty of it. When I'm recording, I can just talk from the back. If I flip the camera over, it's from the front picking up sound. It is battery powered, and as you guys can see, it is custom. Actually, this microphone was probably this long, and what I did is I took out the mics, popped them up here, glue gunned them there, so that way it has a small footprint, because when it's on the GoPro, whenever I had the mic this big, that mic would be in the camera field of view. So this worked for some time. After a while, you know, I resoldered this connection and this TRS connection and whatnot, so this is expired. I actually helped one of the guys on Instagram tune his car, gave him some advice on his Civic Si, and he was generous enough to donate $100 to my Venmo account. So I appreciate you a lot, man, and that money is gonna go towards a nice new microphone. $190? Oh, how much are you putting it at?
Like 110.
What's the amperage on this one, Chop?
110.
110, so about the same?
Yeah, it's not as critical. Really, because it'll all be in the pedal, basically.
And is that stainless filler too, or?
Yeah, it's just little scraps I'm gonna...
Everything's nicely welded up, stainless steel rod. The bolt looks fantastic. Big shout out to Chop and Chopper. If you guys are interested in his services, check out his Instagram below. I'm gonna have everything listed. His quality is top notch. His attention to detail is perfect. He's great. Alright guys, so finished product here. As you can see, the welds are looking pretty dang good. We got the flap welded with stainless steel filler rod. Everything looks good and filled properly, so hopefully that won't give us any issues. The flap right now is working, opening and closing perfectly, and it's not sagging on the back end like it was before we TIG welded it. And again, we welded that nut right here to this socket, and what that's gonna do, like I told you guys before, put that down pipe in. There's not much room right over here for this nut to go on. You can't really tighten it, but by having it on a socket and a nut, I can just put a 1/4 inch extension, tighten it down from the top, and it's gonna make my life easier. It's gonna make taking the down pipe off and on so much smoother if there's any issues in the future. So big shout out to Chop and Chopper. I'll have his information on Instagram down below. If you guys are in the Chicagoland area, I'm sure he's willing and excited to do some welding jobs for you guys. He's very attentive to all detail, really walks you through it and explains everything. So I appreciate you a lot, Chopper. You just saved it with this turbo build here. As you guys can see, that flap works perfectly, not getting stuck whatsoever. And another reason I actually TIG welded it is because first I tried a C-clip, right guys? So I tried different C-clips. This is a similar C-clip I tried, and then I tried a different C-clip, and I was able to get it in between that little void there. But the problem is this flap was still spinning, and once I did an experiment where I actually turned the flap 360 degrees throughout the sealing portion, and I put light in the back of the turbo here just to see any light escaping. Depending on how I rotated this flap, sometimes it would not seal properly. That's why you can still kind of see a marking I did over here, and at that angle when it closes, it was closing perfectly and sealing perfectly. Because if this flap again was rotating, and depending on how it sat down on the mounting surface here, the sealing surface, it probably wouldn't seal perfectly and cause a leak, which would decrease the spool up performance of this baby T25 turbo. So I just wanted to throw that out there. That's another reason why we TIG welded it. But I don't think we should have any boosting issues here. This is gonna stay regulated, and I'm excited to put this puppy on one day. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for today's video. If you liked it, if you're supporting the channel, make sure you leave a thumbs up, comment anything on the video that helps the algorithm out as well. And we'll see everyone on the next video. Follow me also on Instagram, and I post stories on there all the time before I make these darn long YouTube videos that take forever to edit and film and process and everything else. But I'll see everyone on the next video. Stay tuned.
I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see it's true, but the world is pretty cold, you might need a sweater too. I'ma put a ride on ya, kid from California, trying to make it in life. In school they never taught ya, dreams of my own. I've been working from home, I can do it on my own, but sometimes it gets